please pull out your tarot cheat sheet. In this, we break down kind of the basics of the tarot card deck. And why this is helpful is because it can help you to learn the tarot cards very quickly. Now, this does not take place of actually studying the definitions of each card. However, it is really helpful in starting to build that foundational knowledge. So let's go through it together. What I want you to remember is pretty much just what's listed on this page, and that again is going to create that beautiful foundational base. So pentacles are earth energy, the earth sign, and they have to do with home and finances, logic and money. So tangible things, food, health, wealth, abundance of all kinds, career, your work, your study. It's very practical, and it is also a yin energy, the feminine energy. Next, we have swords, element of air, and this is the mind, the action-oriented, swift, fast, bold, the thoughts, the analytics. It's very go, go, go action energy, and this is a yang energy. This is masculine. Next, you have wands, fire element. This is the spirit. It's much slower. It's planting seeds, growth, thought before action. Where swords were act before we think, wands are think before we act. This is also travel, passion, creativity. It is also a yang energy, a masculine energy. Next, you have cups. This is the water element. This is the heart, your emotions, your feelings. So all things of the heart, your intuition, feminine energy, fertility, past experiences, inner child, empathy, relationships, really anything that has to do with your heart space. And this is, as mentioned, a yin energy, a feminine energy. So what's important to know from this top area is kind of the theme of each of the suits. Okay, next it breaks down into how these earth signs actually relate to astrological signs. So you have the pentacles, which link to the earth signs of Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. You have swords, which linked to the air signs, which are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. You have the wands, which link to the fire signs, which are Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. And then cups, which are linked to the water signs of Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. So remember when we were talking about the major arcana, how many of the major cards are linked to an astrological sign? Well, that is the same of our minor arcana as well. It's just that more signs are associated with one suit based on the element of that suit, okay? And then lastly, we're going to break down the ace, the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. And why we don't break down the numbers 2 through 10, so essentially between the ace and the page, is because that, as mentioned a little bit earlier, is the progression of the journey, okay? So you can think about that as 2 being close to the beginning and 10 being completion. But aces are the beginning, the birth, the start of something new. Then again, we have that completion of the journey. So we have step 2, step 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're almost at the end. 10, completion. Then pages is a young, fresh energy. You have new ideas, new relationships, endless possibilities, kind of this beautiful, youthful naivete in a page. Next, you have the knight. This is comfortability on the topic. So it's like, maybe I'm not the master, but I'm good. Yeah, has a grip around what's going on. Things are starting to fall into place. You're feeling confident moving forward. And it's kind of like, it's go time. Let's do this. Then you have the queens. This is feminine energy. This is mastery of something, leadership, also intuitive connection, time of reflection, and being able to understand how that reflection can then be shared with the world with what you've learned. And it's also the completion of something. And then finally, we have the king, which is similar to the queen, but it is masculine energy, and it is the ultimate master. You have finally, completely mastered the thing or the task at hand. It is also about being a leader and a delegator, okay? So I know that was a very brief overview of each of those little topics there, but I'm going to give you an example of how to put this cheat sheet into action so you can get started.